Hey guys, I'm Jay Delete. Thank you for tuning into the stream or watching this video. It's sometime in the future. I missed the last 2 days of streaming. I was working on the map a little bit and then also dealing with some other work stuff, like real life work stuff. So kind of glad to be back, but also it's kind of in this little iffy territory right now where currently when I'm working on the map, it's right now it's going to be some coding stuff, which is going to be boring as hell to watch. I might try to do a stream or two here just so it entertains me while I'm trying to do it. And also, like I said, doing these streams forces me to work on the project, working on the map. But just in case if you weren't aware, I've been doing these streams past 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks or so. And the project that I'm working on is the Shadow Moses incident map for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies, available on Steam. Currently, it's a demo, version 2.2. The link to the workshop item is in the description of this video and the other description of the videos of this playlist, the Custom Zombies mapping playlist that I got going on. Like I said, doing these streams kind of forces me to work on the map, maybe communicate some ideas, maybe people give me feedback, all that kind of great stuff. So hopefully I have version 3 pushed out, this week, this weekend, sometime very soon, which will have all the playable areas that the other stream that I've had on, but I'm trying to do some more things like this stream. I'm trying to do the elevator scripting, or at least remind myself how to do that properly, and maybe do a script that I can, modulate or continuously use in future projects where it's as simple as taking this code, dropping it in, and instead of it wasting like 2 to 8 hours coding an elevator, I can just put it in any map that I need. Although these ones are kind of tricky because they're like diagonal. But who knows? We'll see what we can do. So I'm not going to say that this is like a how-to or a good video on that. Maybe at some part it can be taken as that. But right now it's just going to be me shooting off the cuff, trying to remind myself, and then messing with ways of doing it, similar to other kind of code that's copy and pastable. But if you guys want to, whenever you're watching this video, leave a like. Leave a comment, or if you're in the live video, leave a chat. Subscribe if you want to be aware of more videos or updates in the future. I plan on doing a stream whenever the map I finally drop version 3, and then any other future versions. I'll want to try to do like a developer stream or whatever. Maybe I'll have Bahoz on run the map with me and whatnot. So that'll be great. Or, like I said, if there's fans out there who love this map and are willing to play it a 3rd, 4th, 5th time and they want to do it with the creator, heck, I'm all for that. And then, heck, I can even stream it and, keep making content from there. Or play any other games. Any other maps, just let me know. It'll be nice to break up doing the same thing over and over again. So it'd be nice to take a pause. So maybe I might throw some of those streams in there, here and there. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, all the typical things that YouTubers or streamers say. So it always, like I said, helps out. Currently, there's a subscriber goal. I think we just hit 16, and my goal is to hit 20 by the end of the year. So if I get 4 more, it'd be pretty amazing. Who knows, if things start picking up, maybe I can start trying to set something aside or do something special whenever you hit certain goals or whatever. But it's always nice to have something to strive for. I want to also throw a couple things out there too. In the link in the description of this video are link to the workshop, link to the Discord, which has a way to basically jump onto the stream and chat with me live. Also, it has guides for the map. I got 3 guides: key cards, the free perk guides or the perk slots guides, and basically the Easter egg step guide as it's currently out in the map. And then also there's a Streamlabs guide or a Streamlabs link in the description of the video where you can I think it's for like donating or super chatting or whatever. So that's there for anyone who's crazy enough to do that kind of thing. I think it's finally working now, but hey, whatever. It's like I said, it's not expected. It's basically doing it there because it's the standard, or so it's just something that I open the opportunity for anyone who feels the need to use it. But with that being said, I'm about to get onto the stream. But also, any songs that are played during the stream, there's links to their actual YouTube pages in the description of this video. Feel free, if you like one of them, give them a try. visit their channel, give them a thumbs up, or check out what else they have on there. So let's get into the coding stream. This is going to be a very boring ass stream because it's going to be me like trying to retell myself how to do something and then failing to do it, and then maybe not even being able to test it. So I'm going to give it a good like hour to 2 hours here with this stream, and then we'll see. If you guys want to jump into the chat or anything like that, just let me know, and we'll see how it goes from there. So thank you. See if does this have all the right stuff on here. Okay, so Radiant's not showing up because I think it's minimized. So I do want to give one more shout out. Let's see if this is the right screen. No, that is the wrong screen. That is the chat screen. All right, I wanted to pull this up. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but currently we are sitting at, the map is sitting at 16,981 people who have that map downloaded right now, which again, it's amazing. We're about to hit 17K. If by some crazy reason we hit 20K before I get this update pushed out, which I can't see that being a possibility. I can't see 3,000 people. I mean, I think I get maybe 100 downloads a day on the map, which is still amazing, still crazy for me. So, you know, if we hit that, I'm definitely going to do another stream. Although, hopefully it's the stream with the update coming out, because I kind of feel like I've played the map enough and have enough videos of my map on the stream that that's kind of not needed. But hey, it's amazing that we're getting this far. So thank you again to everyone who's downloaded it. Also, I need to upgrade. Let's see if I need to update the subscriber count. I think it says, does it say 15 or 16? It says 15. So let me hit this update. All right. So sometime after the last stream or during the last stream, In Dark Flames subscribed. So thank you to him. If anyone else subscribes, that should pop up. I don't know how loud it was. I will have to test it in the stream afterwards to see how it comes through on your end. But yeah, we will see. So thank you again to everyone who's done that, who's subscribed, and anyone who does subscribe in the future. Yes. So on with the coding. More with the boring stuff, less with the same boring stuff, but otherwise. So pull up Radiant. I might put, yeah, we'll just do this real quick. So I'm going to try to have both the script on the stream at the same time. And an off chance someone joins in the live chat, I'll have it on this third channel, or third screen. But let's go with this. I'm trying to wrap my head around this again, where I have basically them pointing, like the trigger here, the press F to use trigger. I'll probably have that pointing at, let's back out here. Actually, I'm not going to be able to do this as a prefab. I might have to stamp this, stamp it again. Yeah, we'll end up doing that. Leave prefab, save. It's going to throw me back into the map. I'm going to have to, it's like I'm going to have to double stamp it. Okay, leave prefab, stamp prefab, because it's a prefab instead of a prefab. Then I'm going to want to yeah, I'm going to stamp it. Hate to do this, but hey. Stamp prefab. Alright. Probably already going to regret that. So, I'm going to want to have the trigger be the starting point. And the game is going to find the elevator trigger. I'm probably going to call this because if I'm going to make this like a reusable code, I want to come up with something that I can use like reuse, have multiple instances of it in the map. So, what have I not used? Elevator trigger? Elevator use trigger? I don't know. And this will be what I have to call on the map. I'll go back after I name this stuff, the elevator use trigger. Like I said, hopefully I'm not reusing this stuff. And this is going to be the bottom. Elevator. Bottom. Origin. If I spelled that correctly. Yeah. Now this top origin is where I want it to land. Currently right now this top one is just basically non-collidable, so players will be able to walk through this. I'm just using this as like an indicator in game. Whenever I do finally test it, well, elevator top origin. Apparently I named that one when I would the same what I was going to name it. So, at least I'm ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm testing to make sure that whenever the elevator goes up, that's where it actually is. Also to kind of see if it's somehow magically off, but it shouldn't be off. I'm going to name... This is what the players press F on. It'll be linked to this, which will be linked to that up there. You know, the game, I'll use this in the code for where the bottom section is, or where it's supposed to be if it's at the bottom, where that's supposed to be if it's at the top. The platform, I'm going to name everything the platform except for the gate on this side, which will go down. Because it's supposed to go down, so players can, walk. It indicates whenever it's fully done. So I'll end up naming this something else. Front gate, elevator front gate, alligator, and in the back will be elevator back gate. And we'll go from there. The only thing that's going to be tricky is going to be adding clips to it. So I might have to do a decent bit there. Yeah, like I said, this video right now, it's probably going to be like trying this stuff out and then finding a better way of doing it after I tested it once or twice. But I just wanted to, like I said, force myself to work on this by force myself, to do a stream and whatnot. So this is going to need to be brush model. I'm going to name it elevator front gate. Let's see, is there something strange about this? I wonder if I should make the left, if I should add those to it to allow the player to run off whatever side they want to. It's probably what I'll do, because it's going to look strange if the front gate comes down like this, and then you just have these posts sitting there. However, it would also be kind of strange if these just went down, because then you're going to have that just sitting there. I might make this part of the front gate as well, just have it all. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? So I'll name all this the elevator front gate, but I have to make it all script brush. Or script brush model. Name it all the elevator front gate. Let's see if it actually named it. Alright. So yeah. Whenever it's at the bottom, I'll have the front gate go down. I wonder if I need an origin for that. Or I wonder if I want to use an origin for that. 2 origins for that. To indicate where it needs to go. That way it doesn't somehow screw up. Because that's 37.3 negative Z that has to move. Which I'll write down just in case I forget. Negative 37.3 Z. And make sure the Z looks like a Z, not a 2. Make this the... I might as well put an origin. So it looks like this is a little bit too big. Let me shrink this because I'm not messing with the code quite yet. So let me shrink this, put this off to the side. I'll come back to the code here in a little bit when things get really boring. It's weird because it's like it's supposed to be centered there. Oh no, I'm using the wrong line. Like I said, I might stick with the 32 point, or yeah, 37.3 movement, so it doesn't mess anything up. Because it's always going to be absolute, because it's always going to be based around this location or that purple one up there. So it's not like it's going to stop anywhere else. And that these aren't going to move unless if it's stopped. And then also... I'm not sure. Oh, so I didn't do it up here, but the other one I have like a clip for the zombies to register that they can walk up the step. There's like an invisible step for the zombies, so they don't get trapped, and they know they can go onto it whenever it's done moving. Okay, so elevator front gate. Yeah, elevator front gate. Okay, so the trigger will target this. That will target this one up there. Unless I'm thinking about this all wrong. Unless if I should put a script string in there. Is what I should do. And it should find, no, it should probably do. Yeah, see, now I'm like second guessing myself. So I'm gonna try it the way that I think it's gonna work. And then whenever it fails, I'll fix it off stream. So we'll go with that. Okay, so trigger is going to have a target. Target's going to be elevator. Man, I cannot type right now. Elevator. Bottom origin. Their top origin. Wait a second, that's not wrong. Because I don't want these moving. So I'm gonna need the elevator origin. See, this is where you remember things in the middle. Is that elevator platform origin? Hopefully that's not one that's already used. Copy paste. Platform. So that's going to target the trigger. This will target and target the platform origin. I'm going to make everything that doesn't, that is not affected as like anything that's not a gate. I'm gonna have to make a script model. And name it. Yeah, we'll see if this elevator works as poorly as the other ones where it's all stuttery and jumpy. I'm also interested in seeing if the rise over run is wrong. Oh, what the heck? Did not want that. So I'm missing the corner piece. Missing the corner piece and the console. Which I'll get the console here in a minute. I'm just going to do this because that'll be its whole other thing. Script brush model. Elevator. Yeah, I wonder if I messed that up at all. Probably messing this up, but hey, we'll give it a try. Yeah, if I can get these elevators working, throw some more stuff around the map, push out the update, and then start working on some cool things in the background. See how I have this in my other coding. Is it script underscore string? Yeah, dot script string. That's what I have, noteworthy. Yeah, no script string and script noteworthy. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, this is me trying to remember how to do this. And then maybe doing it a more efficient way than I did before at the same time. So, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Because I need a front gate and a back gate. Elevator. Front gate 1. Script noteworthy. I call it backgate. Backgate, front gate, platform. String and noteworthy. Alright. I gotta remember those are supposed to be arrays whenever I pull those into the code. So I have that written down too. The platform is an array, the front gate is an array, and the back gate is an array. Why does it feel like whatever. Okay, what else do I need? We got the trigger. The trigger targets actually, let me, because I don't know if this light's going to work if I have it the same exact name. You know what? I'll leave it. I'll leave the light as the same exact name. And if it fails, I will fix it by calling it elevator platform light 1. Or, yeah. And then I'll add that as a script string to something. I'll add it to something and make it work. So they'll need enable link to. Yeah, I'll have to go through all that here and look at my own script and then redo it. So let me pull up the script here. Cargo elevator. Like I said, I'm gonna throw some things out here and then I'll end up fixing it. Let's see. Cargo elevator. I might end up muting the microphone just so you don't hear me slapping away at the keyboard. And I'm gonna try to make this work for one. Like I'm trying to make this work for just one first, and then whenever I get that working, I'll see if I can then make it as a function that can be used multiple times. I'm just gonna make it at least work for one at the start. So this code will probably change in the future. Actually, screw that. I'm just gonna do it. Just making sure I was doing that right. Can't remember, like, I was making sure it was still the semicolons. For I is less than or equal to Elevator use trigger.size. Right now it's going to be 1. So it starts at 0. 0 is less than that. So it runs through the script once, and then I++. So run through the script and then increment once, which will then I will equal 1. So the next time it runs, 1 will equal how many there are, and it won't activate the code. It'll be done. So we're gonna run elevator use trigger. I don't know how an E got into out of that. It's going to then thread I got used to sitting and then have my keyboard in the right spot. I'm going to miss all the letters, and this is going to take 7 times as long as it needs to. Okay, so self is going to be elevator triggers. Oh man. I think sleep deprivation is preventing me from thinking straight and typing straight, so I need to get start with the first thing. We're going to start with the down origin, the top origin. So hopefully bottom is a word I can use as a variable. I don't think it's one of those forbidden ones. So bottom is going to equal get entity self dot target name. This should be bottom location origin. And then top will be basically the same thing, except for it's going to be bottom dot target if that works. I wonder if I should put like checks in there. Top location origin. Something tells me I'm doing this in a foolish way, but try again. If at first you don't succeed. So the trigger tells the bottom origin, talks to the top origin, which then talks to the elevator origin. Okay, so now I think it 3 different arrays. So platform equals I probably don't need to actually store this as a probably don't need to actually store these as variables. But it might make it easier to code because I'll just say platform, enable link to, and all that stuff. And that'll make it easier. Platform equals get entity array. Target name. I can't wait till I find out that I missed like a semicolon or something somewhere. Do the platform models. Script string will be is the gate front gate. And what was that? Okay, so yeah, whatever. That was one of the Discord channels had an announcement. No biggie. This is backgate. So, now we got all that. We're going to pull all that junk in here. Is it self? Wait till. I don't want. This is not how it's actually going to be. Is it trigger player? We'll see here. I'll double check my other code. I don't think players in quotes. Trigger player, yeah. So it's going to wait until the player triggers it. Maybe this should be a while loop. I'm going to leave it as 1 for now, but I'll have to do something else. Possibly. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay. While 1. Wait till the trigger is activated by the player. And then at that point, I think I'm going to need to have current level equals 0. see, can I do script int? I don't know if that's how that works. I'm gonna need to pull up a guide. I think I do a script int, but what I would do is for the script int, I would do that like I put the number of how many total levels there are. Maybe do another script, another variable that says what level it starts on. So, and then I could pull those into the code and use them accordingly. Give me a moment. I'm trying to think if this is going to be on the API of Zero's API or this is going to be it's a T7. T7's guides. Let me see if they have T7wiki.com. They have a KVP scripting advanced. I think it might just be use your own KVPs and Radiant GSC. Let's see here. Oh no. Let me pull this back up. Oh, that's custom KVPs. I might look into that at some point because that might help me script better. Changing font, typewriter, completely remove perks through scripts. I wonder if this is a guide. Maybe it's probably information. Radiant KV scripts. Okay. Script INT. Script noteworthy target. Okay. Script vector, but they use vector as XYZ coordinates, or is that rotations, angles. So I'm going to use script INT. What else do they got here? Do they have a list? Yes, they. Oh, wow. They got a list. It's script num. I might try using script INT and script num. See how the game likes it. I'll probably mess something up though. Or script float. Hopefully floats don't take too much. And like hopefully it doesn't mess with like we'll do scripted and script float. Screw it, I'm not messing with script num. Script INT, this will be we'll use script INT as the total floors. So there's 2 floors. Script float. We'll use the current floor, which is we'll do 1, 2. 1, 2. instead of 0, 1. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 1, 2. Because technically it goes up. Goes up the top, down the bottom. 1, 2. Alright. Well, if that is the case, then I also have to current level equals self dot float although I don't know why I'm doing all this because I'm not going to have it coded like that currently. Current level max level equals, or maybe just levels. Level. Oh, I don't like that. I'll do floors. Floors. Current floor equals that. Total floor hopefully that doesn't screw up with anything. I shouldn't need to put a comment there. I probably will later. I figure that would be a waste of time for the stream. Let's keep going. I'm going to kick the music back on here. Like I said, the description of all these songs are in the... or links to these songs are in the description of the video. They're better content than what I put out, but... Okay. Self-wait to trigger player. I wonder if this is going to be an if statement. I guess it could probably be a case statement. Wonder if I should do a new floor? I don't have it scripted to do that, so I don't know why I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Nah, I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be. If current floor equals 1, which it will start out as. This will have to be a link move. So I might just have this be a different function. I might have this be send all these variables to another function. Send all the variables to another function. Have them all linked together, have them all move, unlink them all, end the function. Yeah, we're going to test out the script now. Like I said, this might not be the best way of doing all this, but that's kind of the way I code, being somewhat inexperienced, or I guess not a professional is the word I'm going to use, as being not a professional, as a learn on the fly, fix on the fly kind of guy. What what am I going to want for the move function? Send all the stuff, come back. I'm going to want to send current floor equals 2. Come on, fingers. This way, if somehow the number should never get above 1 or 2, or never not be 1 or 2. But this is just to make sure like crazy stuff doesn't happen. Or maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do if this is greater than or equal to, and if this is somehow less than or equal to 1. That way, somehow if the elevator goes off the map, you can bring it back. Okay, so what needs to go? We'll send is the elephant. This is going to need to know current floor. Function's going to need to know current floor because it's going to decide where it's moving. I almost feel like the if statement might be in the other function. It just calls the move function, and the move function determines if it's going up or down. That's what I'm thinking. There's probably someone who's really good at coding who's going to end up watching this video who's going to slam his face against the keyboard a whole bunch of times, and I apologize. Since I've been working on the mapping, I haven't touched the coding in probably over a month. So I did try to learn this blast furnace code. So hopefully someone can help me fix that, because there's a step of the Easter egg that I want to do for the PAL key where you require to get blast furnace. But I'm having an issue making a local copy of the blast furnace AET file because it's still pulling the main one from the files. So I might have to dig into that a little bit more later. But that's honestly that's like one of those like keep smashing your head against it until you just quit, and then you find it out later when you're on like map like 10. I'm just trying to get map 1, man. Maybe I just make, if current floor equals 1, it makes a variable called new floor, and then new floor gets sent to this. Send new floor there. Change current floor. So have this just run anyway. I'm going to have to change the hit string, or the hint string. Is it self dot? Was it self dot hide? I can't remember. Is it self trigger enabled? I don't know if I type false or if I type in 0. So turn itself off, wait time, do self, trigger enabled, true, of course. This prevents players from being able to continuously activate the trigger. Trigger enabled. Trigger enabled. So 0 is off, 1 is on. And I am doing it correctly. Supposedly. I'll just stick with this method because it's the method that I did earlier. 0s and 1s. Alright, somewhere along the line I got a new comment. Alright. People are asking for perks to be removed from the map, which I'll have to think about how I want to deal with that. Okay, back to the code before I forget. Like I said, I probably got about 20, 30 more minutes, maybe 40 of messing with this. So we'll see. Soft wait till trigger player, current floor greater than or equal 1, or less than or equal to 1. Change the current floor to 2. Actually, new floor. Current floor equals new floor. Move function. Move function is going to need new floor. So new floor is where it's going. It's going to need, doesn't need current floor. It'll need move time. It's going to need, you'll need bottom, top, current. Self is already going there because self is calling it. Bottom, top, current origin. Platform. I'm almost at the point where I just have it call it inside the move function instead of passing all these across the variable. Front gate, back gate. Because it's not going to need current floor or total floors. Actually, I don't even need total floors, but it doesn't matter. I already put it in. Elevator move function. All right. If new floor equals 1. If it equals 1. If it equals 1, which I'm going to have to change this in the game, front gate equals 1, the front gate has to go up, and then it has to move. Wait. If the new floor is 1, the back gate has to go up, and then it has to move. So, if that is the case, then first off, I have to enable link 2 for all this crap. Self enable is it enable link 2? Enable link 2. I wonder how this is going to work since all this is local variable crap. I wonder if it's going to keep stacking. So yeah, like I said, this is... We'll see if I break it. Move time. Wait, no. Bottom and top don't move. Those do not move. Because those are the origins. Current origin doesn't get linked to anything. Because that is what everything gets linked to. each, just for each one word, model in platform. Model enabling to model link to see, this is where I screwed this up. I guess only for me to find out is to do it. Let's see if I can. Can I do all the link twos up here so they transfer over? We're gonna find out if this works. Crossing my fingers, man. This way it doesn't enable link 2 over and over and over and over and over and over again. But something tells me none of this stuff gets returned back to the main function, but I don't know if it needs to. I don't think it needs to. If new floor equals 1, everything's going to link to platform. I know everything's going to link to current origin. Okay, if new floor equals 1, that means the back gate has to go up. So, raise back gate. 37.3. We're going to do that over 2 seconds with a start and fade of 1. We're going to add a wait. .1 seconds. Like I said, I'm not putting too many checks on this code. Like I said, if it doesn't work properly or if it has malfunctions, I will go back and change it and do all that stuff at a later time. Dun, 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 dun. Back gate moves up. Back gate moves up. Platform connects to the origin. For each model and back gate, model link to current origin, and then front gate, link to current origin. So we have that linked, that linked, that linked. Now with everything linked, we need to, I'm just going to put a wait 0.5 just to make sure nothing's moving, even though I'll probably end up deleting that because it's not doing anything. Everything gets linked. I'm not missing anything, right? Back gate, front gate, platform get linked. The trigger needs to link. So self is the trigger. Link to current origin. So everything's linked to the little purple dot in the center of the elevator. The one that moves, not the one that doesn't move, because there's also one that's a placeholder for what location it needs to move to. So we did all that. And then we're going to move current origin needs to move to the new floor is 1. That's going to be this where it's here, so it's going to be bottom. It needs to move to bottom.origin. And I want it to move over move time. And we'll have it, try to remember if it's accelerate and then decelerate. So we'll have it accelerate at move time divided by 3. And then decelerate at move time I think that means it'll take a while for it to get to full speed. It'll take 20 seconds for it to get to full speed. Like I said, I'm going to mark these values down because 60 seconds is going to be way too long, but I at least want to test it, see how the zombies react and whatnot. So 60 seconds, every 20 seconds of it speeding up. And maybe I'll do 10 seconds of it speeding down, so divided by 6. So it's going to get to full speed a third of the way through. And then I'm assuming 5/6 of the way through, it'll start slowing down. At least that's my logic. Who knows if that's how it actually goes. Okay. And then I'll need to unlink all that crap. So it's going to do all this. Then I need to wait. Move time. And then basically do all this stuff but unlink it. I'm trying to remember. I mean, technically the platform never needs to unlink. But I'm probably going to do it for the sake of it, just to make sure maybe it'll like reconnect to the nav mesh and stuff. So, after all that, I think it's just self unlink and then open close parentheses. Unlink, unlink, unlink. Alright, so that was all this if statement. So that should... Okay, and then I gotta lower the front gate. So now at this point, we're gonna take this top code. This is... I'm just going to add another weight up here. 2.1. That's going to be... Get rid of this weight. It's 2.1. So it's going to do all that. This function's going to be waiting while this function's activating. Alright, this is just kind of to keep the weights the same, so that both functions kind of, like that, this loop up here will repeat, like it'll finish roughly the same time this one's finishing, so that you can't just spam it, and it prevents you from somehow breaking it. Hopefully, because remember I could screw things up. Like I said, this 0.1 extra weight is just to guarantee that this back gate gets all the way up. Oh wait, now it's going to be 4. You know what? 2.1 is too long. Do 1 second. It'll instantly get the full speed. And then slow down at the last quarter second. Alright, so now we just got 1 second, but then I'm also going to do the same thing at the bottom for the back gate. So back gate, take these new values that I'm using, put them here. I mean, the funny thing is that this is all like simple coding. Some of the other stuff that I had to wrap my brain around, like calculating player origins for the tank to aim and all that stuff like that, that was all more in depth, or that all took more time than just me sitting here puking at, throwing letters and numbers at it. That was me coming down, writing down what the variables need to be, what sine, cosine, tangent, x, y, z, which order they were in, and all that stuff like that. So I mean, this is relatively simple, and it's still taking me some time, so... Okay, think brain. What was I doing here? Move Z. So I'm moving to negative, and it's going to have to be model and front gate, because the front gate has to go down. I wonder if it needs like reconnect. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works in the game. And I'll have to fix it. Because the issue is going to be, though, is this gate starts raised, so I'm going to have to lower it. This is going to have to get lowered by the value that it gets raised by. So let's lower it as soon as the game lets me do so. Come on. It's 37.5, 37.8. That's 37.3. Maybe we should do 42. Well, 96 is the total height. Although that doesn't really matter. No, 96 is the total height. So what happens if it goes down to 96? I'm confused though. Am I looking at the wrong angle? Yeah, that's probably why. Because 37.25 is the total height. Have it go up and down 40. Oh, the back gate's going to have to be higher, though. Okay, we're going to do it differently then. We're going to go all the way to the floor, which is negative 53. All right, we'll use 53 as the number. Okay, so the front gate is actually 53. Back gate is the number I'm gonna have to get. So let me actually write this down so I don't forget it. $53 is front. Even though I can use like variables and stuff. 53 is going to be front. Is that really going to be 37? I probably do that because I think the 37.3, that's weird. Seems off. Wait, is none of this is named backgate? I thought I named all this. Well now. Good thing I checked. Alright, script. Brush model. I swear I named it. Elevator. Back gate. No underscore. 1. Elevator front gate 1, elevator back gate 1. Yeah, we'll see how this goes in the coding. So now that I actually did that correctly, what did I say, 37? This has to move down. Yeah, back gate. $37.3. So yeah, so 37.3 is for the back gate. Okay. Funny thing is though, is this the trigger? So I'm gonna have to run down here and use the trigger after I compile it. And I think I still have this as non-collidable, which I'll leave for now. We'll see how that goes. I just want to see how the moving parts work. And then I'll worry about the nav mesh and not breaking the nav mesh and fun stuff like that. Okay, so if the new floor is 1, which means it's going down, the back gate raises up, and then the platform, the back gate, and the front gate link to the origin in the middle. The origin in the middle then moves, which takes everything with it, to the new location. Then everything unlinks, and that ends the function. Oh, and then the front gate goes down. And then I'll basically do the reverse code the other way. So if it's new floor equals 1, or it's less than, if it's less than or equal to 1, which I know I could just do an else statement, but I don't like doing else statements because then random stuff can happen. If the code's broken, I want it to be broken. New floor is greater than or equal to 2. It's going to basically do all this stuff here, except for in reverse iota, or reverse variables. So instead of the back gate raising, it's going to be the front gate raise. Front gate has to do 53. Has to go up 53, so it's positive. This also has to be front gate. This has to be back gate. Like I said, you're going to do all this, then you realize, oh, I didn't name it right. Lower back gate. Oh no, you shouldn't have done that. Why would you do that? Now people are going to come and tear the map apart. But thanks though, regardless. Let me do an update real quick. I'm going to refresh the Steam page. If I can find it. Because it's behind all this crap. I have all the variables open. Yeah, we're still 14 downloads away from hitting 17,000. So that's amazing. We'll get there. Like I said, as soon as I get these elevators working, I'm probably just gonna push the current map out for people to run around and get killed in. I do have some other fixes I have to actually do before I push it out. I think there's a sound fix. The error noise is too loud. Maybe tone down the insane difficulty, like boss health wise, because I think boss health scales too much considering how much other difficulty I add to it. So tone that down. A few other fixes and then push it out, and then obviously continue working on what I can next. Okay, so to re-go through the new thing. If it's going to floor 2, if it's going up, because I'd had to readjust myself. The front gate is over here. So yeah, the front gate goes up. Boom. Everything links to the origin, which happens regardless. Which I could have made its own function, but screw that. I could have done link and unlink as their own functions and just ran both of them. Then it moves to the top origin, so this bottom has to change to the top. Move times because move time. Then everything unlinks. Okay, let's see if I have an extra curly brace. Yeah, I have an extra curly brace. See, this stuff gets you. You gotta be careful with that stuff. You got too many curlies and all of a sudden your code says, this doesn't work, and you're like, why doesn't my code work anymore? Why doesn't it register? Da-da-da. Curly, curly, curly. Unlink, unlink. Okay. And like I said, I'll have to find out if this works, doing this whole getting strings and ints and all that stuff from the KVPs from the map. Because I think I've only ever really used script noteworthy 1 or 2 times. I've used script string a whole bunch and had to convert that into numbers. But if I can just do script ints and script floats, that'll make that a lot. Oh, see, I would have messed that up. Dot float, that would have been... It's supposed to be script float. Someone who ends up watching the if someone ends up watching the video, oh, there's a missing semicolon. See, this is gotta open up your eyes. Like I said, I think it's lack of sleep, and just so many letters. And eventually, one day, I'll go through and clean up my code and segment it instead of having 6,000 lines of code in a main file. It's probably unacceptable. But the nice thing though is I think this script that I'm running here will be able to work for both elevators, and I won't have to do anything. I'll just have to name it in the map instead of the KVPs on the actual thing in the map for the second elevator, and it'll just work. But I will get to that later. I will test this, make sure this works, and then put all that stuff in for that. Okay. So the gate should move, the elevator should move. I'll just have to worry about, like I said, fixing the nav mesh if it breaks it whenever it moves. Dang. Alright, I'm gonna save the code. I figured the elevator was more complicated than this. Something's gotta be up. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna minimize this. Uh, Probably gonna hide Sublime real quick. And just think for a second what I'm missing. I wonder if it needs a zombie clip. Or a player clip. Okay. I'm just going to compile it now. I shouldn't need to light it. I shouldn't need to light it. See, right now this should be a non-clip. So players will be able to fall through this. It's just basically a marker for me. I'm thinking the elevator is going to move, and then it's not going to reattach to the nav mesh. So I'm wondering, which will affect the zombies. I don't have any traversals up here, so the zombies get stuck up here regardless. So what I will probably do is copy and paste this, go into here, make it a clip, make it a monster clip. Crap. Undo. Make it structural. Connect it here. Okay. So that'll always be there for the nav mesh until the other elevator goes through it and breaks it. Let me throw a traversal on here for the zombies. Forget what it is, if it's jump down. Jump down 190. Probably put a few of these in here just for the heck of it. Jump down 190 seems about right. Maybe I have to move it actually up a little bit higher. So up, over. This will allow the zombies to jump down if the elevator's not there and follow. Yeah, the ups and downs of elevators. That is right. I'm going to put one on each side, just in case if one's broken. Zombies will be able to jump through the floor and come at you. Let me also do a mantle over 72 both ways. Holy, that 72 is way too much. 36 two ways. I don't think that's enough. Oh, that's barely not enough, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it. So do one of these here. Do one of these over here. Did I get the key cards figured out? As in, did I change them at all? I haven't changed them all yet. I mean, I did add a level 7 key card as like a debug feature. I probably will actually add it in the map at some point because there are apparently like 2 or 3 level 7 keycard doors in the game. But I'm not sure what you meant by fixing the key cards. Did I get the key cards figured out? Oh, you mean the PAL cards? No. The PAL cards. Like I said, I wanted to require blast furnace kills, but I'm not getting that code to work correctly right now. I mean, I could make it as just a simple fetch quest, which kind of, you know, annoying, or a soul box quest, or a lockdown quest, you know. But those are things that I've already done all 3 of them so far. I kind of want, like I said, I want to try to do that. The blast furnace, get certain kind of kills. You know, it requires a player to do something. Yeah, I guess that's what they all are. I wonder how big of a jump this is. That's going to be way too big. I'm not going to have a traversal for that. Unless if I learn how to code the zombies myself and program the jump insane distances. Which maybe someday I will. Probably not, though. I'll probably put it on another mod tool maker. So yeah, my phone alarm's going to go off in about 5 minutes. And we'll see at that point what needs to be done. Let me do almost the same thing down here. Let me copy this, paste it, make sure it's structural, turn it into a zombie clip. The zombies might look like they float a little bit after I do this, if the elevator's not there. If I cut this, where is that cutting it from? That's cutting it from that side. That's not what I want. I want to almost make it like a ramp in the front. So I have to do it like this. The heck? There, that'll allow them to always get on top of the elevator, unless of course the nav mesh breaks. Let me extendo in the Paco. I'll probably end up having to make all this. I'll probably have to make all the railings player clips and all the flooring zombie clips so that the players can't walk through the railings, but the zombies can, so that it doesn't mess them up. Yeah, fun. Like I said, this is going to be trial and error, and I'm not going to bore you guys with the trial and error of this part, but I at least wanted to do some sort of stream today because I hadn't done one in 2 days. But like I said, if you're gonna get to this part of the video, I might in the near future maybe try to do like some other kinds of streams just to break up the constant zombie mapping thing. Maybe do like once a week I'll do like a different game or something. Like I said, the main games that I like enjoyed watching or playing would be like, you know, custom zombies, or the normal zombies maps. Do some of those at some point in time. So I'll definitely take recommendations on what maps. If any of them you feel like watching me do a gameplay of, might have, like I said, might have the host join me in one of those, or maybe I'll do. Any viewers want to join in, maybe I can join you guys and play any of the maps. I do have all the maps for both PC and for PS4. I also have like Black Ops 4, Black Ops 4 maps, the Cold War maps. I'd have to reinstall that stuff. So yeah, I can do any of those if anyone's willing to do. I might do. I mean, it would be a very chill stream. Like I probably wouldn't even talk. I would probably just do a Hollow Knight run through. I have that on PS4. The mods look pretty fun for the computer, so if that ever goes on sale and I really feel like doing it, I'd probably wait till like Silk Song comes out, because then they'll probably do like a crazy deal where they put both of them on sale for PC, and I'd run those. Who knows, for a stream or two, because I do kind of like the platforming and just the aesthetics of it, or in the soundtrack and whatnot. I can get back into Enter the Gungeon, do some crazy runs of that. Even though there's no more DLC or whatever coming for that. And then there's always War Thunder. If you guys want to watch me rage quit, you can do War Thunder. You can watch me just constantly put shells through tanks because I don't know where to aim, and I'll never learn where to aim. And then you can watch me get machine gunned by tanks, by like little RVs that can machine gun bullets, like 50 cal bullets through tanks and shred them and kill them. And then you lose a lot of currency in the game and then cry. And you never make any progress unless you're crazy and play it a whole bunch. I was trying to think if there's any other games that I have played recently, or that I do play. But that's about it. That's all I can think about at this point in time. These are the ones that I've played recently. Who knows? Maybe something will come up that'll be worth streaming, worth going about. So, all right. So now we're at 16,990 downloads of the map. So I'm sorry to all those people who have taken up 2 gigabytes of your hard drive, but by the end of the week, whenever I put the update out of this map, you might need to unsubscribe and resubscribe, and it'll basically force the game to re-download the map, which hopefully it's not too much bigger than the 2 gigabytes that it already is. I did clean out some of the X packs, so hopefully that'll clear that up. I'm going to save my code. I'm going to compile. I'm not going to light my map, so maybe that won't cause such stream issues. But I'm going to compile and link my map to test this. Oh, also, I didn't make any of this stuff moving platforms. Yeah, we'll see how it goes in game. Okay, so none of this stuff is going to work because it's not. I didn't code the bottom section yet. I only coded the top elevator. So we will test that. Or I will get an error in my code, compiling code. Nah, no error yet. Let's see, is the stream dropping frames? I can't tell. Probably not, because it's not doing anything video. Well, I didn't use any new textures, so it shouldn't need lit. I didn't add any lights. So yeah, this stream's probably gonna last another maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll pull it off, like, cause I'll test this off stream, and I'll keep cracking away at it, And then once I get it to where it actually works properly, go ahead and go ahead and maybe post an update, like an update stream, and then release this version of the map. So yeah, we'll see about that. So while that's going, I'm going to keep an eye and see if it fails. But while that's going, we got one more download while we were sitting here on the stream. So 9 more. 9 more to 17,000. It's like I was watching one of those infomercials where they're like trying to raise money. Like, one more. there's only 9 spots left. Get it while you can. Once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so it's doing the nav mesh. Also, I must be doing something right. 850 people added to their favorites. So there's that. I do have to work on like the subscription sounds that play whenever people subscribe or when people like donate or whatever. And then maybe what else I need to do is have some sort of, I don't know how people do it, if it's a bot or something where it reads people when it reads like a text to speech, it'll say their chat whenever they send chat messages. That'd be a cool feature, I guess, to throw up there. That way I don't have to sit there and keep turning my head to the side to see if someone said something in chat. And I guess it's also more engaging. Whenever the chat's being read, people can listen to it. They don't have to stare at chat as well, so they can put the stream on and walk around and do something. 5-gallon yellow bucket. Well, if this compiles fast enough, I can boot it up in game, and then you can laugh at me whenever it doesn't work. It just does nothing, or it completely glitches. New floor. Move. Okay, so new floor. Move time. Move time. Move time. Move time. Move time. 1 point. It's going to be 2.2 seconds plus the move time. What do I have it as? Oh no. There's going to be a 0.1 second where you could break the elevator. I will have to fix that. Because people will find a way. Oh, so it is now skipping frames, but it's not as bad. And by not as bad, I mean it's only 25% for 2 seconds. Let me see. Let me go, since instead of just wasting the time, I'm going to do big cam. All right, so scripting stream. I'm surprised I was able to try. At least I was worried about even trying one of these because, like I said, how boring it would be. It's worse. All right, so I'm gonna try to not do much then. All right, I closed out of Radiant. Okay, I'm freezing. All right, I closed out of Radiant. We'll see if it's still going or how it's acting. Kind of wish I had like a little meter that it would show me some sort of update. Audio is fine though. It's the video's not. So the audio is not being frozen. Oh, 76% of the last 2 minutes. It's good now. Okay. We'll see. I closed Radiant, so who knows? Maybe that'll go. I'm gonna do a countdown timer to 9:45. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8:45. I did not want to do that. So yeah, you can use that to, you can check what system time you have whenever that happened to let you know how many seconds it is off. The stream is off from real time. Oh man, I actually do have a decent bit of things that I need to start writing down the things that I need to add to my script so that I don't forget and end up releasing the map without putting the update through. Oh no, more frames dropped. So I'm going to need to make a little note of here, things that I need to fix. I need to fix... Actually, let me open up a notepad. Screen 2. All right. Notepad. Let's do some big numbers. That's not big enough. Oh no, I had an error. Blast furnace. Preprocessor error. No data for ZM because of the blast furnace script. Alright, so I messed up my blast furnace script. But regardless with that though, I'm going to pull that up. Okay, things to fix that. I'm going to do this real quick before I end the stream. I'm going to need to choice to disable, I'm going to put this in quotes, copyright music. I'm putting that in quotes because none of the songs in the map were activated, so I got what was I doing? Elevators? Perks. If they're broken. Disable the broken perks. I don't know, I'll think of a few things I'll throw on there because I'm gonna forget. But with that, I'm going to probably end the stream now that it's 9:50. Like I said, we're going just over 2 hours, so hopefully I can have some sort of updates coming up soon. I'm going to add more to this list here, and I'll end up doing that. So thank you for for watching and everything like that. So hopefully I have something to post soon and something to release for you guys. So with that, I've been Jay at Delete. Go ahead, check all the links in the description below, and I will see you guys next time.